What's up everyone, it's your girl. Today I am testing out two foundations from the same brand. One is the original formula and one is the brand new Dewy formula. That's right, I got my hands on the brand new Wet n Wild Dewy foundation and I'm excited to try it out. I can't believe I found the color. I got the same color as I get in the original caramel. I feel like it's a great color. It works for me. So if you're using me as a reference, I use caramel in both. So looking at them side by side, because I want to give you some information about it. The original one has 1 fluid ounce. This one has 0.95 fluid ounces. So you get less in this one than you do in this one. But it's really interesting because the bottle is, it looks like you get more in this, but the well on it is deeper. So I don't know what they're doing with that, but I definitely noticed that. So I can show you. This is a newer one that I just recently picked up, so it's not like an old one. I just got that one maybe a month ago. Let me read you some facts about the brand new foundation right here. It's ideal for normal to dry skin types. It's a moisturizing formula that blends seamlessly, blurs imperfections, and helps minimize the appearance of pores for a perfectly smooth, dewy finish. Available in 20 cruelty, gluten-free, talc-free, and vegan shades. Got mine for like $5-ish where I got it. So let me go ahead and go to the original one. The original foundation boasts as your skin but better, which I 100% agree with. This is a high-performing skin perfecting foundation. It's tested over several different photo lighting conditions to deliver flawless camera ready makeup every single time. It's made with a matte light diffusing complex to give your skin a hashtag no filter perfection. You can find your shades here. The bullet points on this one is it's high performing breakthrough formula featuring a light adjusting complex to prevent cast in photos, so flashback, and it's tested under several light conditions with and without the use of flash. I can 100% agree and say that this is an amazing foundation if you're going to take pictures in it, and I have said this countless of times, but this outperforms a lot of the high-end foundations that I have tried. In my opinion, I feel like it does. The texture is really nice. It lasts a very long time. The coverage is really nice, and I only need one shade. I typically have to buy 2 shades to mix. I probably would have to do that if it's summertime, but right now it matches me. I'm gonna do one side of my face with one and the other with the other. I'm gonna use a foundation base that I typically always use when I'm testing foundations out because I do try to use foundation bases. So I'm gonna use Laura Mercier's Pure Canvas Primer. It's a SPF sunscreen style primer. I also wanna note that this is a brand new primer that I've been testing out and it's good just like the other ones. I typically like to use the primer in the center of my face because that's where I need more longevity for my foundations, and then whatever I have left I go outwards with. I've exfoliated my skin really well. I've moisturized, I am primed, so let's get ready to rumble. So for this application, I am going to use the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Complexion Perfection No. 7 brush because I like to use this brush for my foundation, but I will clean it in between applications. So first, I'm gonna apply the Photo Focus in the shade Caramel to one side of my face and blend out. Now, I typically don't use this much foundation, by the way, but I know that a lot of people do, so that's why I'm using more than usual so you can see the difference. It's kind of hard to see it if I use a small amount, unless I'm in the sunlight or, you know, I'm in person. I've been using the original Photo Focus foundation for maybe coming up on 2 years, I want to say. I love the coverage, I love the texture, I love how it wears, I love the way my skin looks, and it is highly rated in my beauty collection. This is probably maybe my 5th one that I've purchased. I got my sisters hooked on it. I've got you guys hooked on it. Now for the dewy one. I feel like the formula on this one is a little more liquidy. So I think that's where the dewy part comes in. It is a tad bit lighter than the other caramel shade that I just put on. It has a scent to it. Does the other one have a scent to it? Kind of, not really. Let me go ahead and give you some swatches. So this one is the Dewy and this one is the original. So Dewy, original. So the scent, it definitely has a different scent to it. It smells like soap right now. I don't know. Can we see how dewy? So I think it's fulfilling the claim of dew. I feel that the coverage is equally just as good as the original. I don't feel that it's less heavy or more heavy than the other one. I do notice a little more of a slip to it. For the sake of consistency, I'm gonna stick with the same products instead of using different ones on different sides of the face now. So I'm gonna go in with concealing. So I'm gonna use my Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Use Concealers. I do have to mix these shades to make my shade. So I will note that this side is more streaky because of the slip. So you will have to buff away and blend a little bit better and probably go over with a sponge because you do see more of the streakiness on this side than you do on this side. But I overall still like the look of it. The real test is when I set and when my face starts to warm up and I start doing other things, if it breaks up in this area, because that's where it usually starts to break up, in this area, and then the eyes go and then everything else goes. And that's all the powder we're gonna use because that's what I usually use. I really like the way my skin looks in this video. I hope it looks really good as I'm editing this. Because if it does, I'm gonna keep this part in. And if not, you won't see this part. Let's see how blush does on the face. So I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier. This is the La Palette Naturelle. The sticker is on wrong, so I'm thinking I'm using Rosé and Guava. For this side, it looks like it kind of blurred and filled out the skin. This side, I can see a little more texture to it. So for the sake of even playing field, I'm gonna add a little more powder and see if it was the powder, because it could have been Laura Mercier's powder. Let's see, maybe I didn't add enough powder. Let me look in a different mirror. All right, so I retract that. Maybe I just didn't use enough powder on this side as I thought I did, because I still see pores, but I don't see the texture the way I saw it earlier. This side is definitely more shiny, I feel. Let's build up. Yeah, I feel like this one's more toned down and like glow from within. This one is more on top of the skin. And this is a Becca highlighter, so Becca highlighters are pretty, they are legit in my opinion. I use them all the time. I have several mirrors around me with different angles and lighting, so that way I can really check. And yeah, this one looks more glowy, which it's supposed to, it's dewy. Now you wish you could. And I am done with the application. So I am gonna wear this until bedtime tonight and test this side. I already know this side is gonna stand up and it's gonna be great, but I'm just gonna wear this side, the dewy side, for, you know, until it's time for me to go to bed. And we're gonna see how this thing works. These are probably going to be really good foundations and very significant for me. When I travel, I'll probably just take these two with me. They're very inexpensive, so if I lose it or if something happens to it, it's okay because I can just go to the store and get it again. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will do a check-in at the end of the night before I wash my face and show you guys what it looks like. It's probably gonna be like a phone type of video, but hopefully it's helpful to you. I hope you enjoyed this review and testing video. Thanks so much for taking time to watch. Please subscribe and thumbs up this video if you truly enjoyed it. Check out my blog, Lagunero.com. I have more stuff like this on my blog and exclusive videos that are not here on YouTube that are only on my blog, tutorials, skincare, all of that stuff. So definitely head over there and check it out. And for in-between posts, you can follow me on Instagram at Kalei_Lagunero. I do many tutorials dedicated just for Instagram as well as stories on there. Thanks so much for taking time to watch, and I will see you next time. Hello everyone, so I'm doing my check-in before I take a shower. This is what the foundation looked like, the dewy side, and this is the original side. So not too bad.
Hello.
Hello. Not too bad at all. This is after about 7 hours of wear, but nothing too bad. So I really like it so far, and I'm gonna continue to use it and try it, and I'll give you my full feedback probably on my website very soon. Thanks so much for watching.